Crosby Cleland, County Down sheep farmer now. We'd be working over 160 odd acres. Keeping this year we'll lamb down 900 ewes. We've sent to, well, we'll end up our usual 150, 160%. No matter what happens, a good crop or small crop, we always end up with the same numbers, percentage wise. And the main part that we're pushing at the minute is to try and see how the mixed herbs are working and try and get our lambs finished quicker. From what I've seen so far, I'm quite pleased. The stocking rate is quite high now. We'll be sitting with 16 ewes to the hectare, and just working on a leader. Well, certainly at this time of the year, we're coming into August and all the weaning has happened, so the lambs are leading and the ewes are following, cleaning up, and we'll get 50% of our lambs away before the end of August, and the rest then will follow in the next few months. Joining up with the multi-species group, it's been very interesting, and certainly I would be running it a bit different to the other guys. We work with heavy clay here, heavy ground, and one cut of silage will be adequate for our sheep, so one cut earlier in the year means that I would have more land available to do a reseed now. Last year, this particular reseed I'm standing in, it was burnt off at the beginning of July, and then at the end of July the rain came and we put the seed in, and this is certainly a good sward has appeared, a good mix. A lot, particularly the plantain seems to do well with us in the heavy ground. The chicory's there. In fact, there's a chicory there that has just come into the heading stage, and certainly the plantain's heading away at the minute. This sward will be 3 weeks without sheep. We're about to let some into it. Cover of about 2,500, but then we haven't had rain for the last 2 months. Well, certainly last week we had rain, but before that we've had 8 weeks of drought and really warm weather, cracking the ground up. We are getting more drought. I think it was 2018 we had 11 weeks with no rain, and it just came thundering out of the sky, 40 millimetres on the 30th of July. Something similar this year, but it's 8 to 9 weeks, but certainly higher temperatures. This year, the paddock up behind me, just up behind there, it'll be the next one. There's another 8, 10 acres going to be sprayed. Same principle as last year, sprayed off. This year with the rain on it, we're certain 4 weeks later. In about 10 days, we'll put the seed into it, and then I'll put a flock of, a heavy flock of ewes in it, maybe 200 sheep per 2 acre paddock, and that'll tramp in the seed, finish off the grass on it, give everything a chance. It'll be rested, and like last year, about 6 weeks later, we'll have enough grass to finish some lambs. The other reseed that we're doing, it was stitching in after silage. No spraying off, just stitched in after the silage. We did that this year. We cut our silage in the first couple of days of June. A week later we put the seed on, full of red clover and ryegrasses. This obviously it's been dry ever since. There's no sign of the seed growing, but I still would have faith it'll come. We put the ewes on to it after the rain last week, take off what grass was on it and tramp in the seed, and again a heavy push in that, and I would hope that the red clover will start appearing in a few weeks. The EIP project has been yet again, I mean, it's really interesting. I think the biggest part about it is that there are others working with me, and I'm talking to other farmers what's happening in theirs, and it's all very different, beef, sheep, etc. Very interesting, and I'm hoping for a trial and error all my life. I've learned a lot by making mistakes, but I don't think this is a mistake. The plantain and the clover going down very well with the sheep, getting better live weight gains, and hopefully this will continue. The only thing possibly in it would be that I would have been grazing it very tight this year, and I might have chewed the chicory out of it, but that'll find out in the years to come. But very glad to be involved with the EIP.